San Francisco. My name is Maria and I'm standing here with Jiawei Hung.
Yes.
From the Honda Research Institute. Thank you for taking this time for this quick chat.
Thank you for having me, Maria.
That is really good that you are here. Can you briefly introduce yourself and the topic of your research you're doing at the Honda Institute?
I am a senior research scientist at Honda Research Institute, USA. I am working inside the team which works on autonomous driving technologies, and my specific focus is on perception subsystems of the AD stack, so related to object detection, tracking, and sensor fusion. So yeah, all kinds of perception systems. Yeah.
What fascinates you about autonomous vehicles?
Well, I think it's fascinating to many people, but to me, it has so many meanings. I think it could potentially be a technology disruptor for many, many years toward the future. It could alleviate the humans from a very common but time-consuming task. It could also reduce all these preventable fatalities. So it has so much advantages. Of course, also from a technology perspective, it has so many challenges. Yeah. So as a researcher, anything that is challenging on the technical side is also interesting for me to find solutions toward.
Then you will be presenting a challenge or hosting a Challenge Your Peers session.
Yes.
Can you share some insights what you will be discussing and what the participants should be taking away with?
Yes, so this afternoon I will be chairing a session. The topic is mostly on the sensor fusion system of the autonomous driving system. So as the autonomous vehicles nowadays start to equip more and more different types of sensors, how to fuse their information together to produce a consistent output becomes a challenge. So I would like to, of course I have my own opinion because I work in this area, but I would like to hear different perspectives from different industries, like what kind of technical challenges people are facing. And also one important topic in the sensor fusion community is how can you evaluate a sensor fusion system in terms of its performance, because it is a pretty complicated task. It has a lot of coupling with other parts of the AD system, so it's not as straightforward to evaluate in isolation.
Yeah, and what do you hope that the participants take away? So, because like you said, there will be a lot of discussions, you will get some inputs from them, you will share some of your solutions and your best practices. What are like 3 main points that you want to have them to take away home and hopefully apply in their daily work?
Sure. First of all, I would like most people that participate to realize the importance of sensor fusion. I think many people just heard about it, but they don't really understand the importance and challenges it's facing. Second of all, I kind of wanted to brainstorm on what are the best practices on sensor fusion. There are 2 main schools of solutions. One is the deep learning schools of approaches. The other is more traditional. And I'd like to maybe reach some kind of conclusion with the people which method is more appropriate for what kind of scenario. That will be an ideal case. Yeah.
And you talked about, like you said, with deep learning and the sensor fusion and so on and so on. Is AI or artificial intelligence like the main reason we will achieve autonomous driving, or are there some other key players in this field?
Actually, I have worked on artificial intelligence and deep neural nets, but that's not 100% of my work. Right now, a big portion of my work is using more traditional approaches. So I don't believe that the deep neural nets is the sole solution that can solve every problem. We definitely kind of needed a fusion of different methods even. So it's kind of analogy there too. Because first of all, I feel that these AI and machine learning methods right now, it's still hard to understand and interpret what they are doing when they fail. However, the traditional approaches, it's easier to understand and then to create a profile of its limitations are. So it's kind of needed to have both, even though in certain cases the AI approach does perform better, but as long as it's not 100%, you will need some kind of guaranteed backup solutions that to give you some safety guarantee.
So it's like always like a mixture and combining all the best tools and best methods to achieve autonomous. Really, 100% fully autonomous.
I definitely think so.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the last question. How do you like the conference? Like you said, you're making an interactive sessions, but we also have keynotes, we have solution studies, we have a lot of networking opportunities. So overall, how do you like it?
So far, I really like it. This is my first time attending Auto.AI USA, and I didn't know too much about it, but I like it because it's compared to some other very large technology conferences, it's pretty well organized and then tightly knit. So you actually get to talk to, if you want, you could talk to pretty much everybody in here and then get to know what they're working on, what's on their mind. So that's one benefit. And also there's only one main conference room and then another exhibition, so that you can actually gather all the information in one place. So there are not many parallel sessions going on at the same time. Another thing I like about the Auto.AI is it's still technical, but it gives the technical perspective from industry perspective. Some of the technical conference I also go attend is more academic. So they present a lot of scientific advanced research, but there's not enough connection to the industry. From where I'm from, I'm as a corporate researcher, I would like to see more perspective from the industry side.
So like best practices, solutions, how does this company do it? Can I apply that to my company? Something like this.
Yes, because I believe most companies, they are facing very similar topics. So there's a lot of things that we can share and solve together.
Okay, thank you for this quick talk and enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you.